Well, good morning. I wasn't anticipating it being so windy out this direction to cut the grass, so we're gonna give it a try, see if you guys can hear me and the audio is not too bad. Got a few chores to do right away this morning, one of which is cutting grass for the goats, and then we gotta water the sunflowers since we haven't gotten any rain and we have been crazy super hot and super windy. And then get me started on the wind aspect of it. We'll show you that later. So we're gonna get the chores out of the way, the basic ones, watering. Oh, and we'll probably set up the sprinkler on the gardens too today, rotate that through. I have a project or two to get started. We'll be able to do one, the other one we'll do some prep work for it, but we won't actually be able to do it until tomorrow, and I'll explain that later. But first we're gonna get started doing the grass for the goats. We'll get it all cut, and then I'll probably go grab the four-wheeler and load up the grass in the back of that, so I can just do like one trip with all of it. So stay tuned. Buckets. Hopefully I don't lose the buckets as we go. Goats are like, hey, where are you going, lady? We are gonna go over and water the sunflowers real quick before we pick up the grass. Oh, I think I see something. Wait. See something. Would you look at that? Look! There's a little sunflower. And another one. Ow! We got two little sunflowers at least. See if there's any more. Oh, there's more. And another one. They're starting to sprout out. Hopefully there's more than just those few. But we'll get some water in. Hopefully more will sprout up yet. So stay tuned. So we got the sunflowers all watered, so that's done. Now we got to go pick up the grass for the goats, give that to them, and then probably give some grain before we start our projects. So I decided to put it in their shaded spot today, since we are so hot. I figured it would be better for them, that way they can actually eat and not have to struggle with this heat, because it is terribly hot. I feel like the Wicked Witch of Wizard of Oz. I'm melting! A little dramatic maybe, but it is hot. Especially when we're used to like majority of the year being super cold, you know, blizzard conditions, the whole bit. We will go park the four-wheeler, go grab some grain, come back, check cows and give them some grain, and then we'll start on our next project. Hey ladies. might need to get some bug spray for them. Fighting off the bugs a little bit. I'm not sure what's worse, bugs or heat. Whew. Both are pretty gnarly. As you've seen, I did a pallet of lettuce and a thing of parsley. I decided to try a pallet of corn. So we're gonna do a pallet of corn. And then we're also gonna do a pallet of beans along with a row of beans to see, you know, which one does better and how it goes. Today's I will just focus on getting the corn one done. It is extremely hot out. And then two, there's a thing with the beans that I wanna try out also. We'll get the bean pallet probably ready, but the corn we'll do, and then we'll get it out in the garden. And then we'll probably do the corn also, not corn, we are doing the corn. Carrots, we'll do a row of carrots since those also didn't come up, and get those going. We still have time, thankfully. We have a visitor. Let me see him. Let's see. He's like a couple of them. This guy, he's in my pallet. Let's see if we can see him. Oh, there he goes. Striped gophers. Maybe we'll set some traps for those. They wreak havoc on yard. Some messed with my garden a few years back. Mounds of dirt everywhere. Yep, look, he's in my garden. Rude. Apparently he's never heard me yell at the dogs to get out of my garden. Or the goats, get out of my garden. I'm going to start doing the pallets here. Oh, I forgot a hammer. I will have to go grab a hammer because I will need that to pull off that one board. I don't want that on there. But before we do that, I'm going to take advantage of the little bit of shade that we still have here before it's taken over by the sun and it gets too hot. I actually sent the kids inside to cool down because they were like super sweaty and I don't need them overheating. So I know I said it already. I'll say it again. It's too hot. Too hot. Too hot. He's back. Hello. Do you mind? I'm trying to film here. Do you mind? Filming? You? Me? Anything? Do you have anything to say? Anything to report? I don't think he has anything to say. As long as he doesn't run up my leg, we'll be doing good. I was a little nervous there. He started giving me the eye, and I'm like, oh dear. All right, I gotta go grab my hammer. Stay tuned. All right, I got my hammer, so we're good now. We'll get that board pulled off and start getting the stuff on it, staple it, and then good to put it out in the garden, fill it with dirt, and bring out the corn. So the pallet is done. Now we just have to grab it, haul it over where I'm going to put it. Just debating. I kind of thought about just putting it in the spare spot since there's no corn there. However, I still will need to till these rows. So I don't want it to get in my way. I'll probably put it at the end over there. But before I can do that, I have to find my shovel. I'm not quite sure where I left it. So stay tuned while I go and hunt the shovel down. So I found my shovel. I'm gonna go grab the pallet and bring it over and get it situated. All right. So, gotta leave enough room to till between that and this. Well, there we go. We got this one all filled in with dirt. Now I just gotta go grab the corn seed, get that in there, and then we'll move the sprinkler actually, and then let the sprinkler do the watering for me. So stay tuned, I gotta go grab that corn. Okie dokie, I got my corn, gonna get it planted. Probably do 4 in each row. One there. So there you go. We got the pallet all done. It is all planted. We are going to move this stuff out of the way, and then we'll move the sprinkler and get it watering in a new spot. So I got the sprinkler moved. Now watering another section of the garden plus the new pallet that I planted of the corn. We'll give it a little time to do its thing over here. We'll have to move the sprinkler again and again to get everything watered. Next thing I'll do, I do have all my prep stuff ready, but we gotta go inside. We gotta cool down, and then there's a bean prep I have to do inside too, and I'll explain that here in just a second. So stay tuned for that. So as you can see, we're inside for the next step. The gal that we buy our seeds and starter plants from recommended soaking the green beans to help with the sprouting of them. So I'm going to give it a try. I have 2 Ziploc bags, and I'm going to do one of them. I'm going to soak in my bowl. Get them all in the bowl. And those ones we will soak overnight. Get them soaking. And use those. We'll do half and half. In the pallet we'll do half soaked, half dried. And then we'll do also a row planted in the garden itself. Some that are wet and some that are dry. And we'll see which ones do better. It's kind of a test for both the pallet and just wet or dry as well. So a couple tests to run for it. And then also tomorrow, I know, a crazy business, we'll be planting our carrots also again, since the last set I kind of oopsied and buried too much in the dirt. Thankfully we were able to get more, and we still have time for them to grow and be able to harvest. So I know, it's crazy. I know you want. Yeah. She wants the camera. With that said, I think that's where we're gonna leave today's video. Being the fact that it's still super hot out, even hotter. Excuse me? Hi. Being it's super hot out, it's just a little too warm to be out doing a lot. We'll leave today's video here. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we will do the beans and the carrot. If you like this video, click that like button. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring that bell to get all the notifications when we upload a video. Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye.